Alright, so let's move on in charts. Next chart we have here is top and bottom string of cages. Well, let's look at the name of the chart. Chart 106, modal and pentatonic scales. The cage system sounds like a pretty generic name to me. What we have here, we got more pattern stacks. We have the magic circle here. So remember I told you, like, if you start on C and go counterclockwise, it'll go to G and it'll skip what? What would it skip? Let's look at a pentatonic scale. Okay, let's look at a pentatonic scale. C goes to A, goes to G. It would skip A. G goes to D, it would skip E. But if you start on E up here and go to C, it's going to skip D. So the magic circle goes in fourths except between C and E because of the tuning warp. Probably. I'd say probably. Now this is a magic circle, and so on. This is a magic circle drawn with the tripentatonics. C, remember, is going. We want to know where these guys are on the fretboard, right? From like last time, you have these guys. This is the magic circle going clockwise. This is going counterclockwise. We want to know where these cages are on the fretboard. So I made this chart to show you that the C shape starts on the Phrygian third on the bottom string. This is the bottom string, bottom and top string, but really that was misleading. It's the bottom string. The top string just happens to be the same. So let's just call this the bottom string. Now this is, if this was an E, which is the third of C, here's E. It's going to be minor in the key of C. This would be the lowest note. That would be the bottom string. So in C, we have the 3, 4, 5 in the C shape. Here's the C shape in the magic circle. 3, 4, 5. No, going counterclockwise. Oh, going, well, we'll go to the A. We want to play cage now. Skip every other one. See, now we're not skipping cage shapes. If we want to do cage, we're going to skip magic circle shapes. So we're going to go from C to the A shape, which is 5, 6. Now notice we're building, we got 3 here, 3, 4, 5. Then we go to the A shape is 5, 6. Now that's way up here. Jeepers, what happened there? Well, I can tell you almost what happened. If you go up 4 fourths, you're going back, you're going down 1 fourth. You know, so that's what's going on there. You start the 3 here, we went the wrong way on it, right? The 5, 6 is only a jump away. C to A is a jump away, is a skip the E and we're there. So 3, 4, 5, skip the 7 root 2, and we're there on the 5, 6. Okay, G, we do the same thing, G being the 6, 7 root. So from the 5, 6, we're going to go to 6, 7 root. We're going to skip the 2, 3, 4 because the magic circle's in fourths except between C and E. Okay, that's what this chart is showing us, where we can find these things. How can we find them on the fretboard? And I did, thank you, draw a fretboard down here that has these guys on it. So D would be 2, 3, 4. Anytime you see 2, 3, 4, you're thinking D. In D shape. So that's the wonderful thing about cage, is it's in the key of C. So when you're dealing with a second degree or a 2 or a Dorian, in the key of C, it's going to be D. That's why it's called D-shaped. See? Cage, alright, spelled backwards, is C, D, E. It's actually D, E, G, A, C. That's caged spelled backwards. So it's caged is the key of C. It's just a descending C pentatonic scale. Remember that. Caged system is a descending pentatonic scale. So this will be the D shape every time, no matter what key you're in. A flat, F sharp, no matter what key, the second of that key is going to be D shaped. Okay, a D shaped root. That'll be a D shaped root up here, but it'll be a Dorian minor if you just play the scale from the second. So here's a C scale, right? If you play the scale from the second, you get from this 2 to this 2, right? Now let's take it even further. From this 2, we're going to take it up to this 2. Now we're at this 2. We go up 1, we have a 3 there. Back to the C and to the 5th. There's our second inversion C up there. So you can actually talk about shapes of chords on the piano where you would play that chord. Now it's a little difficult. Only the C box here, right here. You see the C banner? So that will cover this square here. Only the C box. I think you can explain this the best. If I'm going to play a C shape on the piano, okay, it would be like this 5, C, 3, 5. I'm running out of fingers now. And then to C again, and then to 3. So this would be a C shape C on the piano. But that's not going to be the same as a A-shaped C. Because look, the A-shaped C is going, the C-shaped C started on the 3. The A-shaped C is going to be, now this is where it gets interesting, because when we play an A-shape, we're going to bar this on the 5th. Okay, but a pure A-shaped C, if we probably want to just start on the 5th and do a arpeggio. So that would be a second inversion arpeggio. Alright, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so looking here, we can do a second, the A shape right here, okay, is probably going, we're doing arpeggios, we don't have to worry about this being this 5 or this being this 5. It's the same note. It's going to be 5 root 3 and then repeat 5 root 3. That's an A-shaped C. So really it depends on what note you started on. So in the piano you can play it. A C-shaped C would be, A-shaped C would be, okay, a G-shaped C would be like, well, now you're starting on the 6th. Now that's getting a little, it's getting different. So that the problem is with the G-shaped C, you're starting on the 6th now. You're not starting on one of the tritones. So for the G-shaped C, first of all, we definitely want to be in the G box. Okay, so where's our G? Where did our G box go? Gosh. We don't have a G box here. We have one up here, luckily. So the G-shaped C, we're not going to play the 6th. We're going to play a G shape, so it's going to start on root up here. Root 3, you know it's going to do this. Okay, so we got C-shaped C. Alright, and then we have A-shaped C. Then we have C-shaped C.